impacts of the snow will be minimal across the area. That said, will be winter weather alert starting first thing tomorrow morning, because as we go through the day, that's when the snow opportunities really develop, and plowable snow is likely across the area. Then we'll be weather aware again as we go through midweek. That's when the Arctic air begins to push in. The precip will be gone, but it's probably going to be sticking around on the ground as this cold air starts to move into the area. All right, live look, Cumberland County in Crossville. This is the top City Hall. We're looking again down Main Street. This is the southbound traffic, northbound traffic. You can see it's snow covered, light, but it is snow covered, so they'll be treating, I'm sure, overnight and plowing as well. Now, this is McLeod Mountain, which is Campbell County, about 2,000 feet in elevation, and this is the observation deck of the restaurant if you've ever been there. And you can see a little bit on the deck and just a little bit on the railing of some of the chairs there, so just starting to see some light accumulating snow there. Downtown Knoxville, from our Embassy Suites hotel camera, we're looking back. This is the Western Avenue Bridge that will take you over I-40. This is the Ellen STEM Academy. Cars moving along fine, just a damp road, but again, don't forget that air circulates easy underneath those bridges and can freeze quickly. Even though temperatures are below freezing, it will stay that way overnight. Again, that pre-treat helps, but again, those secondary roads could turn iffy pretty quick. All right, look, you can see the snow falling. This is downtown Market Square. You can see it in the street light there. And again, you can see the pavement is starting to get covered a little bit in some snow. So that's what we'll start to see as we go through the night tonight. Snow will be developing, and then it's likely as we go through the day tomorrow. It's going to end overnight Monday to very early Tuesday. And then I want you to kind of focus on this. From where we are now through about mid-Thursday, more than 80 hours below freezing. More than 80 hours below freezing. It's going to be a while before we warm up, and even another shot of colder air comes in towards the end of the week as well. All right, let's show you the radar. This is the past 3 hours. You can see the snow's been developing across the area. That's going to continue to push east as we go over the next several hours. It is mainly all snow right now. Some of it's a little finer in other areas. Tellico Plains 34, Athens 32, but it's a cold 20 in Crossville, 19, Jamestown, Monticello, and Oneida, and 28. We are not going to warm up overnight, all right? This is unusual, right? In East Tennessee, usually we have the moisture. We're waiting for the cold air to come in. It's the opposite. The cold air is here. It's not going anywhere. We were waiting for the moisture to develop, and it has, and it will continue to do so. But I want to also point out, I mentioned earlier, I expect a little bit of a lull in the precip overnight tonight. So where we are from midnight now, we're weather aware. Notice closer to the early morning hours. See how it's thinning out, becoming a little bit lighter? I think that is going to be the case through about sunrise, okay? But then it's going to quickly ramp back up. So you may have a narrow window overnight, say between 3 and 7, 3 and 8 a.m., something like that. Watch what happens. Watch the darker purple. Let's go back, Let's go back and show you that darker purple start to pick up across the area. One thing I do want to point out, early tomorrow morning, the road surface temperatures will be getting colder. Notice how it was mainly just wet in and around the Knoxville area? We're getting temperatures closer to freezing by 6 a.m. This forecast model showing maybe a little bit of a lull in the surface temperatures of the main roads as we get towards midday into early afternoon tomorrow, but not for long. Notice by 4 o'clock, it's already cooling off, and of course the sun sets before 6 o'clock, so by 7 and well beyond, all the road surface temperatures are below freezing. So if anything looks wet by sunset tomorrow evening, you know it's going to be icy. All right, that's what we're looking at. So medium impacts tomorrow morning initially, kind of in that lull I talked about. But after about 7 a.m. and beyond, high impacts for Monday and Tuesday. We'll keep an eye on Tuesday afternoon because, again, it's going to get cold across the area. Here's that pickup in the snow again from 7 o'clock. Notice the darker purple showing up by midday. That continues as we go through 4 o'clock, right in through the evening as well by 8, and then it starts to taper off after midnight on into early Tuesday. So the majority of this is going to fall during the day here on Monday. So we're looking at 5 to 8 or some higher totals isolated across our plateau counties through Virginia, 4 to 6 in and around Knoxville, Maryville, and somewhere across the southern part of our viewing area, McMinn, Monroe, it's going to be 2 to 4. Just depends on how quick, if you see a little bit of a changeover in that moisture tomorrow afternoon. It could briefly mix with some sleet. Doesn't matter. Don't focus so much on the amounts because everybody's going to have the same impacts with this. So overnight, inch or less here in the valley, 1 to 2 though for the plateau into Kentucky, and then it really hits tomorrow, 3 to 5 in the valley, 4 to 6 plateau in Kentucky, 3 to 4 in the mountains, and then less Monday night. And just again, we're talking 4 to 6, 5 to 8, 5 to 8. 4 to 6 across the area. Then we have to deal with the Arctic air that's going to be coming in. 22 by early Tuesday morning, 28 by the afternoon, 5 on Wednesday, and again, Don, it may be midday Thursday before we're above freezing, so 80 plus hours to go.
Oh boy. All right, we are about to join millions.